Watch me! Watch me!
Hey Panther Percussion, today I'm here with Jeff Vick. Jeff is the principal timpanist in the Bozeman Symphony and also teaches at Lamont and Anderson schools around Bozeman. As you can see behind us, he is well versed in all percussion, but today he's just going to talk about timpani and some of the things that we need to know about timpani. Cool.
Okay,
Thanks, Jeff.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right. There's a lot of different things about timpani that we're going to cover this morning, and first one is the layout of the drums. Generally, a set of timpani, you may have a pair. If you add a third drum on, it's generally the largest, and then a fourth drum would be a little bit smaller. Some sets have 5, which would be a 20-inch, which I do not have set up right now. But the sizes are 32, 29, 26, 23, 20, and depending on the age of the timpani, there may be a couple of inches of variance in that. You might have a 23, 25, 28, or 31. Generally, American style of setting up the timpani will be similar to a keyboard of any type, where you'll have the lower drum on the left moving over to the higher drum on the right. European style is exactly reversed, similar to the way a drum set would be set up, with the tom-toms going from high to low clockwise instead of reversed. Setup of the instruments and music stand placement. Everything should fall within a comfortable reach of the player when they're sitting or standing at the instrument, which I'll get into a little bit later. Typically, the center line between the middle 2 drums, we want to have the player, the middle of the drums, the music stand, and the conductor all in a straight line with each other. So if you're looking at the part, you still have good peripheral vision of all the instruments in front of you, the music, but also the conductor in the front of the ensemble at the top of the music stand. If the music stand is off to the side and we're playing this direction, it not only puts our body into more of a contorted position, but we're also tuning out the conductor, and it makes it a lot more difficult to truly be responding to louder and softer gestures, and just even following the beat and playing with the rest of the ensemble together. All right. Playing spots on the drum heads. There is a sweet spot on each of the drum heads on where we usually want to strike with the mallets to produce a tone that is clear, focused, and gives a pitch almost like a basso pizzicato, thinking of the instrument like a string instrument rather than a drum that you're hitting into. Since timpani have specific pitches, we want to maximize the ability to produce that pitch in a clear way that benefits the sound of the ensemble and truly shows the part. I'm going to do a show here. If I play close to the edge of the drum, right next to the bowl, the sound is pretty thin. As I move towards the center of the drum, you get more tone and resonance. It's the nodal point on the drum head, and it's a very dead sound. There's not a lot of resonance. It sounds more like a cardboard box or a tom-tom that's being played. And essentially, all of the energy when you're striking the drum head is just going straight down and splatting on the bottom of the bowl. Because of the parabolic shape of the bowl, it's a different response and a different way of playing than on a double-headed cylindrical drum, like a snare drum or a tom-tom. If I'm way out at the edge of the drum, essentially what's happening is all of the energy is just scooping along